Takeout with your host, AD.
And Stacey.
All right, we've got good news. Next week, Bex will be back, so you'll have 3 chicks at one time doing your weekly picks for Week 10. But for right now, we're going to pick Week 9. We're going to start with Thursday Night Football, which has the Bengals at the Dolphins.
I have the Bengals against the Dolphins. Miami did not play well.
Yeah, I have the Bengals picked as well. They had a great game this week, so Bengals. On Sunday, starting with the noon games, we have the Titans at the Rams.
With Sam Bradford out, I have to go Titans, and I just don't think Rams are doing really well.
Yeah, in all fairness, we are having to pick on Sunday night of Week 8, so we have not yet seen the Seahawks versus the Rams game, so just keep that in mind if you're using this for anything. I'm going to pick Titans over the Rams just based on the lack of Sam Bradford as well. Then we have Saints at the Jets.
I'm going to have to go Saints with the Jets.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints as well. They had a spectacular game today. Jets, they didn't play well against the Bengals at all. It was terrible. So I'm going to anticipate that they'll do better, but I'm still going to go Saints. Then we've got Chargers at the Redskins.
I have Chargers against the Redskins, even though Redskins are going to be at home. That's who I have.
Yeah, I went ahead and picked the Redskins. Again, I know they got beat by the Broncos today, but the score's a little deceptive. They owned the first half of that game, and then they just, had a downward spiral in the second half. But I saw the Redskins starting to be the Redskins we saw at the end of last year. Their defense stepped up and played a lot better today, and I'm going to take them over the Chargers at home. Then we have the Chiefs at the Bills.
I'm going to go Kansas City this week, even though Bills seem to be doing good. I think that Kansas City is on a roll right now.
Yeah, I would like to give the Bills credit at home. I do. They got beat pretty bad today by New Orleans. I suspect that they're going to step their game up and have a better game again at home, but I'm still going to go Kansas City just on the newness of the Bills' quarterback situation and how amazing the defensive line for the Chiefs has been playing. So then we have the Falcons at the Panthers.
I'm picking Carolina this week. I picked Falcons the last 2 weeks. That didn't do well for me, so I'm going to change up and do Panthers this week.
Yeah, I agree. I saw a spark with the Falcons week before this one and wanted to give them a chance against the Cardinals. Cardinals owned them. So, I'm not going to go Falcons again. I'm going to take the Panthers here. They've been playing well. Then we have the Vikings at the Cowboys.
I'm going to go Dallas at home. Vikings, again, having a rough season. So I'm going to go. And Dallas has been playing well. So I'm going to go Cowboys at home.
That's true. I thought Dallas did really well. Their defense played really well today. I'm going to pick Dallas to win this at home over the Vikings. Then we have Buccaneers at the Seahawks.
I'm going to have to go Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't think the Bucs are going to get their first win of the season in Seattle. So
no.
Then we have the Eagles at the Raiders.
This was a hard choice for me. I really liked Eagles, but I'm just going to have to go Raiders at home. Played well, so Raiders. Yeah,
I was surprised the Eagles and the Giants game today. I was, happy, but there was just so many mistakes, even on both sides. And you had Vic out, and you had Foles out, so it's not a good situation for them. The black hole is definitely an asset for the Raiders, and they look pretty good today. So I'm gonna take the Raiders. Then we have Steelers at the Patriots.
I went Patriots this week over the Steelers.
Yeah. Steelers are just not having a good year. And the Patriots, even though they are still not the Patriots we're used to seeing, I do think they'll take this game in their home environment. And, I imagine that Gronk and Amendola and some of the others are just going to keep getting better and better. Although it did look like Brady injured his hand today, so I have not yet heard the news on what that might be. Hopefully he is fine. And we've got the Ravens at the Browns.
I'm going to go Cleveland this week.
Yeah, I agree. I've got Cleveland picked. Last week I said I thought they would keep that game with the Chiefs pretty close, and they did in Arrowhead Stadium. So really proud of them. I think they could step up and take this one at home. Baltimore's always a contender, so I think it'll be a good matchup and a close game. Then we have the Colts at the Texans.
This week I'm going to go Texans at home. They've had, week off, so hopefully, they'll pull through.
Yeah, the Colts have had a week off too. I'm going to use my sympathy pick on the Texans, but go a little beyond that on why I think they might win. Now, the Colts look great. The Colts look great. I don't have a great reason to not pick the Colts, but I will say if these few things happen, the Texans have a chance. They're at home. That's a given. If we start Case Keenum, I think that's going to give our offense the spark it needs. Now, both of our running backs are hurt. We just picked up 3 guys on our bye week, plus 2 linebackers to try and replace Cushing. I think that that makes us look even more vulnerable than we already are, but I think Case can give us a good spark, and Texans are good against the run. And if the Colts keep trying to implement this power run without the right personnel and not just let Andrew air it out, there's a shot. There's a shot. It's a small shot. I would not bet my house on it, but I'm going to go with my home team and use my sympathy pick here. Then we have Monday Night Football. We've got the Bears at the Packers, and I picked Packers this week. And I love Bears. I love them. They were one of the first football teams I ever loved. But without Cutler in Lambeau, I don't think they can do it.
I agree. I don't think that Bears will do well without Cutler. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. There's still a lot of positives with the Bears, but I just don't think they're going to be able to score enough. We will see. Anyway, that's your Week 9 picks with NFL Takeout.